Let me start with this before we begin. This is technically a follow-up to a segment I made about a month ago regarding Hololive, Alternative, and the issue with the mangaka and the future of the project. Now, this situation is complicated, and I'm sure there's a lot of information not being made public, that occurred behind the scenes. So I'm not going to voice my opinion very much here. I'm just going to give you what information we do have to complete the follow-up from the segment about a month ago. So we previously knew the artist Mizuru Kai had posted on Twitter some grievances with his association with Cover Corp, and it seemed like they were splitting ways. Now we have Hololive's statement, or Cover Corp's statement, so let's take a look. Via DeepL. We would like to take this opportunity to inform you that we have decided to suspend the release of the comicalization of Hololive Alternative due to various reasons. We apologize to the artist in question for our decision, and we will compensate him accordingly. We would like to apologize again to our fans for any concern this may have caused. We hope you will continue to support Hololive Alternative in the future. About 3.5 hours after Cover Corp made that statement, we have Mizuru Kai responding. Let's take a look at that one now. Via DeepL. I apologize for the confusion caused by my unintentional tweet the other day. I've received an apology from the person in question, so I will refrain from providing any further details. However, I would like to explain a few rumors that have nothing to do with the case, especially about the broadcast on Bilibili on the same day, which was spread as if it were true. The details of the dispute with the company and the incitement of attacks on VTubers that have been spread as if they were true and completely untrue, and were not in dispute with them. My Bilibili channel was originally run unofficially by volunteers, and its activities are still being conducted independently by the channel's administrator. Let me stop there for a moment because this is a little confusing. And I'll say I don't entirely know what he's talking about here, but it does seem like there was some issue with the Bilibili channel, and he's claiming to not be running the channel. It was run by some third party, essentially. Anyways, continuing. I have no knowledge of the content of the broadcast on the day of the tweet, which has caused some speculation, and the content was not shared, nor did I share any details of this matter with the administrator. Also, as a result of investigating the archives at a later date, I have confirmed that the content of the broadcast was completely different from what some people were saying as if it was true. We apologize for the delay in making this announcement, but we have already received an apology from the other party and the Bilibili channel administrator, and we are discussing specific details such as future compensation. In light of the maliciousness of the false rumor that were intentionally spread, we will consider taking appropriate action. In addition, if the slanderous or offensive behavior continues on blogs or SNS based on false information, we will consider taking some kind of action against the person in question. Okay, so there is the update. As I said, I'm not too sure what that Bilibili situation is all about, so I don't have too much to say. And also, like I said in the beginning, on top of that, I'm sure there's plenty of information not being made public. So I don't have too much to say because of that as well. But technically, this is the follow-up, so there we go. Thank you for tuning in. And unfortunately, we do know that this is impacting Hololive Alternative, although it seems like the entire project isn't being delayed, just the comic/manga. So it could be worse. At least it's not worse. But as I said in the original segment, I just hope this works out for everybody involved and everything can move forward in a good light. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to catching you next time.